Welcome to the viewers for the lecture on structural analysis. In the last four lectures, we have been discussing about introduction to finite element analysis, analysis of continuous beams, analysis of propped cantilever, analysis of continuous beam with settlement of supports. Now, in this lecture, we will take up, we will continue slope deflection method, and we will take up a gate question because many viewers have asked me to take classes on GATE and other competitive examination questions, but I don't know how far I will be successful, but I will just take one problem for the time being in slope deflection method today. Right. Now I have chosen a GATE question which was asked long back, but still it's a GATE question, and here we will take up, I will read the problem and then you can refer the sketch and write down the data. The two-span continuous beam shown below, figure is given. The two-span continuous beam shown below is subject to a clockwise rotational slip of 0.004 radians. Now this is support A, this is support B, support C. Now support A is undergoing a clockwise rotation clockwise rotation means this is the vertical, this is the vertical. With respect to this, it undergoes a clockwise rotation. Clockwise rotation means positive, clockwise rotation is positive, clockwise moments are positive. So this is theta A subject to a value of theta A equal to 0.004 radians. 0.004 radians. Subject to a clockwise rotational slip of 0.004 radian at the fixed end A that we have marked. Applying the slope deflection method of analysis, so slope deflection method of analysis, determine the slope theta B at B. What is required is theta B at B. Theta B is required. Theta B is required. Theta A is given as plus 0.004 radians. Then given the fluctual rigidity EI, equal to 25,000 kilonewton square meter. It is given in the problem, right? And the span L equal to 5 meters. 5 meters. Determine the moments in kilonewton meter. That is, they want MAB, MBA, MBC, MCB. Determine the moments in the two spans and draw the bending moment diagram. So that is about the question. Theta B is required and the final moments are required. Now I don't want to do the same problem. I will make some minor changes. I will change two datas, that's all, right? So in the place of 0.004, I will make it as 0.006. So here I will make one change because I don't want to repeat the same problem. I will make it as 0.006. That is one change. Then I will change the distance L as instead of 5 meters, I will make it as 6 meters, right? So with these changes, we will do the problem. We will compare both the answers. That is available in some other source. I don't want to repeat the same numbers. I'll just make some changes and so now what is the value of theta B? Suppose this is the axis. What is the value of theta B? Theta B is required and other moments are required. That is our requirement, right? Now with this, let us start. Now here we have to start with the fixed end moments. Fixed, first step, fixed end moments. Now On span AB and BC, there are no loads. Therefore, MFAB is 0, MFAB is 0, MFBA is also 0, so is equal to MFBA, that means MFBA is 0, is equal to MFBC, MFBC is equal to MFCD, CB, right? So MFAB, MFBA, MFBC, MFCB, all values are zeros because AB and BC are not loaded with any lateral loads, right? Next step is slope deflection equation. Second step, we have slope deflection equations. Right. Now for the span AB, we know MAB equal to MFAB plus 2EI by L into 2 theta A plus theta B plus 3 delta by L. This is the general equation. Equal to, we know MFAB is 0 because AB is not loaded in the lateral direction, right? Equal to 0 plus 2E. EI is constant. The given problem here, EI is constant. EI is constant, and in the given question, this is given as L. That's all. Given as L. Now we are taking L equal to 6 meters in the place of 5 meters. So it is given as 5. We just change it. We have changed not 4. We have changed it. That's all. These are the changes we have made. Right now, so theta A is fixed, but it rotates. Theta A is given. The clockwise rotation is 0.006. So theta B is required. Delta, as it is, nothing is given, therefore delta equal to 0, right? For here, theta A is given. 2E, EI is constant, therefore I by L equal to 6 meters. L equal to 6 meters. That's what we have assumed. 2 into theta A is given. Clockwise 0.006. Therefore, it is 2 into 0.006 because it is clockwise, plus theta B is unknown. Theta B unknown, and delta equal to 0. Delta equal to 0. So this is the equation. So MAB equal to 2EI by 6. That also we can simplify. So 2 and 6, this can be simplified 1 by 3. Therefore, what you can say is EI by 3, 0.012 plus theta B. 0.012 plus theta B. This is equation number 1. Slope deflection equation 1. Next, MBA equal to MFBA plus 2EI by L into, for BA it is 2 theta B plus theta A plus 3 delta by L. 3 delta by L. This is equal to MFBA is also 0. 0 plus 2EI by L equal to 6 meters into 2 theta B. Theta A is plus 0.006. 0.006, and that's all. Delta is 0. equal to, this is the so equal to, here you can simplify by 3 equal to 0 plus ei by 3 into 2 theta b and 2 theta b plus 0.006, and here this can be cancelled, this is not necessary, this is, so because already it is 0, therefore equal to 0, that need not be repeated. So MBA equal to ei by 3 into 2 theta b plus 0.006. So this is equation number 2. Right. Coming to equation 3, MBC equal to M of BC plus 2 EI by L into 2 theta B plus theta C plus 3 delta by L. So here delta is 0. So this is equal to M of BC is 0. 0 plus 2 EI, that is also 6 meters. 2 theta B. One more point. See here, C is also fixed. Therefore, theta C is 0. Therefore, coming back. Now, plus 0. That also need not be written. So, this you can cancel here itself into 2 theta B. Theta B is 0. Theta C is 0. Delta equal to 0. That's all. Therefore, MBC equal to this also you can simplify, EI by 3 into 2 theta B. So 2 EI by 3 into theta B. So this is our equation 3. Right. Now next is MCB. MCB equal to M of CB plus 2 EI by L into 2 theta C plus theta B plus 3 delta by L. Now theta C is 0, delta is 0, M of CB is also 0. This is also 0. Therefore, MCB equal to 2 EI by L equal to 6 meters into theta B. Or you can simplify this 1 by 3. So MCB equal to EI by 3 into theta B. So this is our equation number 4. So except substituting theta A, there is no change in what we have done earlier and what we are doing now. So still, you will have a satisfaction that you have seen one gate question, that's all, right? Right. Now next is that of equilibrium equations. 3 is equilibrium equations. Now, in the figure, at joint B, there is only one joint here, B, and also unknown is also only one. Only theta B is the unknown. Therefore at B, MBA plus MBC equal to 0. That is the only equation. So the equilibrium equation is at B, MBA plus MBC equal to 0. So the moments when added, algebraic sum must be equal to 0 for the joint B to be in equilibrium. Right. Now coming to MBA equal to EI by 3 into 2 theta B plus 0.006. So MBA equal to EI by 3 into 2 theta B plus 0.006. This is MBA. Right. Coming to MBC plus, see, MBC equal to 2 by 3 EI theta B. 2 EI theta B by 3. That is equation number 3, MBC. Right. So this is equal to 2 EI by 3, 2 EI by 3 into theta B equal to 0. So MBA plus MBC. This is equation number 2. This is equation number 3. When the two are added, you will get this value. Right. So this is the equilibrium equation. Right. Now in both cases, you find EI by 3 is common. So let us take EI by 3 outside. EI by 3 into, here it is 2 theta B in the first term, plus 0.006. Now here EI by 3 we have taken outside, we have 2 theta B here. So plus 2 theta B. This is equal to 0. Or this EI by 3, we can take it outside, we can take it to the right hand side. So this will become 0 into 3 by EI. So this we have taken to the right hand side. So that becomes 0, equal to 0. Therefore 4 theta B plus 0.006 equal to 0. 4 theta B plus 0.006 equal to 0. Therefore 4 theta B equal to minus 0.006 or theta B equal to minus 0.006 by 4 equal to minus 0.0015 radians. So this is the value. This is the value of theta B. Theta B is the only unknown. So we have got the value of theta B. Right. Now fourth one is that of final moments. So fourth one is that of final moments. Now we have to write down the slope deflection equations one by one. Now here the first slope deflection equation is MAB equal to EI by 3 into 0.0012 plus theta B. Plus theta B. Right. Now equal to MAB equal to EI by 3 into 0.012 plus theta B. This is a slope deflection equation 1. So here it is EI is given as 25,000. So EI is given here as EI equal to 25,000 kilonewton square meter. So the distance we have taken in terms of meter, and the forces, of course no force is given. So we'll take forces as kilonewton. So EI is given in terms of kilonewton square meter, because if you consider kilonewton and meter units, for E it will be kilonewton per square meter. EI equal to kilonewton per square meter is the unit for E. For I it is meter to the power 4. So cancel out these two, you will get kilonewton square meter. So EI is given in terms of kilonewton square meter. So the value is 25,000 that we are going to use now. So EI is 25,000 kilonewton square meter by 3 into 0.012. Then coming to theta B equal to minus 0.0015, minus 0.0015. Therefore equal to minus 0.0015. So this on simplification will be giving you 87.5 kilonewton meter, right? 87.5 meter. Then this is one value. Then MBA equal to, so MBA equal to EI by 3, MBA equal to EI by 3 into 2 theta B plus 0.006. So this we are going to rewrite, right? So MBA equal to EI by 3 into 2 theta B plus 0.006 equal to, again EI is 25,000 by 3 into 2 into theta B is minus 0.0015, therefore minus 0.0015 plus 0.006. So this on simplification will give you 25 kilonewton meter, 25 kilonewton meter. Then MBC equal to, MBC again MBC equal to 2 by 3 EI theta B, 2 by 3 EI theta B from equation number 3. So coming to this point, it is 2 EI by 3 into theta B equal to 2 into EI is 25,000. EI is 25,000 by 3 into theta B is minus 0.0015. Therefore this value equal to minus 25 kilonewton meter. 25 kilonewton meter, right? Now coming to MCB. MCB equal to EI by 3 into theta B. MCB equal to EI by 3 into theta B. EI by 3 theta B. So MCB equal to EI by 3 into theta B. EI is given as 25,000 by 3 and theta B is minus 0.0015. That is equal to minus 12.5 kilonewton meter. Right. Now before proceeding further, I will just give you the answer for the gate question. Because in the gate question they have taken L as 5 meters and theta as 0.004 radians. We have taken 0.006. L as 6 meters instead of 5 meters. So for them the answer is, so that you will be able to compare the values and you have some satisfaction. Now here for this MAB they got 70. They got the value as 70. This value is 70 kilonewton meter. For us, the span and theta are different. So this is the value. And for this minus 25, they got minus 20. They got minus. They got plus 20 because here it is here this value yes, in the place of plus 25 they got plus 20, in the place of minus 25 they got minus 20. So just to show that the values are reasonable, right? And here in the place of 12.5 they got minus 10. That's all. These are the gate answers, right? So that is for your satisfaction, right? Now next is that of drawing the bending moment diagram. For drawing the bending moment diagram, what you do is AB is one span, BC is another span. This is A, B, B, C. 6 meters, 6 meters, right? Now, the moment MAB equal to 87.5 plus 87.5. Therefore, this value is plus. This value is plus 87.5. 87.5. Right. Next value MBA is plus 25. Plus 25. Plus 25. Therefore, this is again clockwise. Therefore, this is 25. Then this value MBC is minus 25. Minus 25. Therefore, this is minus 25. And MCB is minus 12.5. So, minus means anti-clockwise. So, this is 12.5. Right. Now, coming to the deflected shape. Now, this moment is a clockwise moment. So, this will make the beam to bend like this in the downward direction. Actually, this is in the downward direction. So, this will cause tension at the bottom. This will cause tension at the bottom. So, this clockwise moment will make the beam to hog like this. So, tension will be at the top. And this is again anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise. This will cause hogging at the top. At the top. And this is anti-clockwise moment. So, this will make the beam to sag like this. So, this will make the beam to sag. So, tension will be at the bottom. So, this is about the final moments. There is no loading on the beam. So, when you draw the bending moment diagram, right. So, this has to be done. We are plotting on the tension side. Therefore, here it is 87.5. So, this value is 87.5 kilonewton meter. And here it is 25. Here it is 25. Therefore, this value is 25. This value now this value is 25. The board is very smooth. So writing on this, yes, 25 kilonewton meter. So here at B both are at the top. So this is 25 and here it is 12.5. 12.5 down. 12.5 down. 12.5 down. So this value is 12.5 kilonewton meter. So this is plus sagging, this is minus hogging, again this is plus sagging. So you can do hatching. So this is the final bending moment diagram, that's all. If there is any external load, then you have to find out the simply support beam moments and superimpose on this. Here there is no such need. This is the bending moment diagram. Bending moment diagram for the given beam. This is a gate question, so that is solved. As far as slope deflection method is concerned, we have solved a few problems on continuous beams, and also in the very first lecture, of course, before knowing these calculations. So calculations are just similar. Only thing is you have to do it very carefully. That's all. Otherwise, method is not difficult. So what we have not covered in beams is, suppose it is subjected to uniformly varying load, what to do? For uniformly varying load, you have the formula. You have the formula for finding out the fixed end moments. So standard formulas you have to remember, right? So uniformly varying load. Similarly, the beam may be subjected to a moment, may be subject to a clockwise moment or anti-clockwise moment. The moment may be at the center, moment may be non-central. For all these things, it is only a question of remembering the formulas. So there is no change in the procedure. Once you find out the value of M of AB, M of BA, M of BC, M of CB, etc. for the given loading or moment, whether it is central or non-central, uniformly varying load or uniformly distributed load. So only thing is you have to remember the formula. That is not going to change that is not going to make any change in the procedure for the slope deflection method. So that individuals will have to remember the formula. It is in many books it is given in the form of a table for different kinds of loading. How to find out M of AB, M of BA is given in the form of a table, so that readers can verify and get the values. That because without that, without knowing how to find out the fixed end moments, we cannot do problems on slope deflection method, moment distribution method, matrix flexibility method, and matrix stiffness method. For all these methods, this is very essential, right? And one more point, so that is about the different kinds of loading, right? Next is, one more point is that of overhanging, that we have discussed already, but still at this stage, if I summarize for 2-3 minutes, you will be able to remember because we have done number of problems. Now, suppose there is a beam, say, let us say this is A, this is B, this is C, A, B, C, and this is overhang. This is the overhanging beam. Overhanging, this part is subjected to a load of 30 kilonewton. 30 kilonewton. This is equal to say 2 meters, right? So this is subjected to some loading, say central load or whatever it may be. Now here the only change is initially you will be treating this as a cantilever. This is a cantilever, and when this load is known, distance is known, MCD equal to minus of 30 into 2 equal to 60 kilonewton meter. So this value is known. This cannot be changed. This cannot be altered. And you will be having the equation for MCB. MCB equal to M of CB plus 2EI by L into 2 theta C plus theta B plus 3 delta by L. So this you will have already. For substituting, let us call whatever may be the value, let us call this as M of CB is say some plus 40 plus 2 EI, L we will call it as say 5 meters into 2 theta C plus theta B. Let us say delta E equal to 0 therefore this equation will be your equation number 4. MAB equation 1, BA equation 2, CB equation 3, BC equation 3, CB equation 4. So this will be your equation 4. Other things you know, right? Now here at C we know MCB plus MCD equal to 0. So the only change is here MCB is 40 plus 2 EI by 5. This is your equation number 4. Yes, 40 plus 2A by 5 into 2 theta C plus theta B is your equation number 4 plus MCD. MCD is minus 60 actually. It is minus 60 equal to minus 60 equal to 0. So this is the equilibrium. So if this is known, all other procedures will be same. So if this is having overhang on the right hand side, right. Now suppose if the overhang is on the left hand side. So this is the beam, let us call this as A, B, C, D. This is 2 meters. Now this beam is subjected to UDL of 15 kilonewton per meter. 15 kilonewton per meter. Now initially you find out this, you assume this as a cantilever subjected to UDL over the entire span 15, right? This is 2 meters, right? Now MBA, this is B, this is A. This is standard value, you cannot change. So MBA equal to 15 into 2 into 2 by 2 equal to 30 kilonewton meter. Now here this moment will be clockwise here. So this will cause anti-clockwise moment. At support you will have this moment as clockwise, therefore plus 30 kilonewton meter. So here when you write the equilibrium equation, all other steps are same. At B the equilibrium equation is MBA plus MBC equal to 0. So MBA is already a known value, namely 30 kilonewton meter. So MBA equal to 30 plus MBC may be some number. MBC, let us call MBC equal to minus 45 plus 2 EI by 6 into 2 theta B plus theta C, and delta is 0, let us say delta is 0. So this is your equation number 1, your slope deflection equation 1 will be MBC equal to this value. So here MBA is plus 30, this is standard value. MBC equal to, so this becomes minus. So that means this becomes minus, therefore minus 45 plus 2 EI by 6 into 2 theta B plus theta C equal to 0. So otherwise there is no change in the number of equations, because BA is considered as a cantilever. Therefore that will not form another 2 equations. So that is separated. Initially you separate as a cantilever, find out the moment of the support and proceed with the calculations, and that will again come only when you consider the equilibrium equation. So that is about dealing with the overhanging beam. So that is about the overhanging beams. and different types of loading, uniformly varying load, moments, etc. That for that you have to remember the formula. If this is known, you can say that we have completed analysis of continuous beams by slope deflection method. Other types of problems, frames, etc. we will continue in the next lecture, right? Thank you.